Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are the creators of BadHabits Social. I'm Lydia Stratus.
And I'm Sandra D.
And we've got a guest here.
Hi, I'm Marie Gagné.
And give us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, I am a French queer content creator from Montreal. So I'm very excited to be here today.
Yeah. Yay! We're excited to have you. And we all got to hang out last night and watch the LWord together.
Yeah.
And we're here to do our review.
You've been following along the series.
Yes, so I'm very excited to share opinions.
We're excited to hear your opinion too.
And to hear different generations' perspective and point of view, because
Lydia's is the baby boomer generation.
no, come on.
But in all seriousness, it'll be great to hear from just a different perspective and get your thoughts. So let's get right into it.
Let's do this.
So the show opens with Giada and Shane in bed.
Wait, can we hear Marie say it?
Yes.
Because you have a French.
Chiara.
Woo!
Okay.
My American way is Carol.
My
Kira.
Italian way is Giada.
Ooh, so exotic.
Okay, so she's back and she drops a huge bomb. She is preggers. Dun dun dun.
And Shane is stunned. Dun dun dun.
So thoughts on this? We know that they broke up. Shane said because she didn't want to have kids with her, and now she's pregnant.
Yeah, I thought it was selfish of her. Because she's sleeping with her and then she's like, oh, by the way, I'm pregnant. I don't know, and maybe they want to get back together, so I'm a little confused
How do you
about all of this.
plan that? I know they were divorcing,
Right.
and Shane has swiftly come back, so it's kind of like, how did you plan that?
She's having her cake and eating it too, but you know, Giada also says, I don't need you, but I want you. So she has this like confidence. She's gonna do what she wants to do. Her dream was to have a baby. She said, that's my dream, not yours. But then how are you with someone?
Yeah. If you don't share the values with somebody, how do you go forward with that? How do you get married?
I'm very curious to see how this plays out. I'd like to actually learn how that could happen. Maybe, you know, some of our viewers are experiencing this. Who knows? Let us know. But I think it's gonna fade in somehow. They're just not on the same page.
Yeah.
They can't use hashtag relationship goals. Not gonna work there.
Or maybe Shane will be an amazing mom. Maybe it will be surprised.
Or
I don't
dad.
know.
Yeah.
Or dad, yeah.
We've seen in
Whatever.
the past, though, in the past season, Shane was always applauded for how she is with kids, right?
Yeah, she's so good.
She's so good. So, you know what? Maybe things might change.
Yeah, absolutely.
Should be a good drunkle. All right, let's talk about the pink elephant in the room. A brand new dictionary word to look out for in 2020, the throuple.
No. It's a ménage.
Ooh, I like that better.
Menage a throuple.
So Nat wakes up kind of angry about what happened, you know? They hooked up, Gigi's in their bed. You know, Nat kind of took a little bit of defense on this. She has something great with Alice. She was hurt by Gigi. And now, all of a sudden...
She's in. Gigi's disrupting.
Yeah.
Gigi's in.
Alice is like, oh, that was great. Let's do it Wednesdays and Thursdays and Sundays.
Just
Yay.
Alice. Yeah, but clearly Nat doesn't want to get hurt again. You can feel that.
You can feel it. You can
Yeah,
feel
for
there's
sure.
still emotion and tension between Nat
Yeah,
and Gigi.
absolutely.
Well, I'm wondering if Gigi is just going along with this to get Nat back, because you hear her say, I'm just doing this, or I'll do anything to get you back. She doesn't actually get to finish the word back. She just says to get you back, and then somebody interrupts her. So I think there's an undertone of these two kind of getting back together, and I think that Alice might get hurt.
I think Alice will get hurt, and we heard Nat say, you've taken everything away from me. You can't take the person that I fell in love with.
It's going to be dangerous. I don't know what's going to happen.
So this brings up, you know, they're now talking about living as a throuple. So this is polyamory. What are your thoughts on polyamory and, like, you know, maybe your friends or your generation?
Yeah, I just want to say, do you feel the tension between Gigi and Alice too?
I do,
I feel
actually.
like there's something going on between these two,
Yes.
so like it could be an option. But
We saw Alice touch her hand when they were sitting in the theater.
yeah,
She was
exactly.
holding Nat's
Yeah.
hand, and then she's like, grabs Gigi's hand.
Yeah, that was cute.
That's, you know, they're writing in polyamory.
Hey, if you can do it, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But they are writing in polyamory. Now, what I don't want the media to think is this is what the queer culture is like, is all about polyamory.
I agree.
Because there is a staple, there's a stigma around that. I know they're writing that in there, but the straight community does it as well.
Oh, absolutely. It's in both communities. I think you're afraid of the fact that people might see queer culture as just polyamory.
Yeah.
And I get that. I think they should not see it as anything. I think it spans the whole spectrum. So I understand where you're coming from on that, but I think it's just better when we see things on TV as a reflection of what could be.
Yep.
It
Yes.
opens up people's minds.
for sure.
There's not as much stigma. So it would actually be really cool if these three strong, independent women can raise these kids as a polyamorous couple.
You think that's gonna happen?
I think it could be cool.
Well,
a
you're
menage
saying
a
yeah,
trois.
because you're coming from the land of menage.
I mean, I don't think I could personally do it, but I think I agree with you. It's nice
Yeah.
to see on screen things that we don't see as often.
Yep.
So
Yep. Topics that are
Yeah.
always careful to write into scripts.
I'm here for it. I think they
Yeah.
should go for it, and hopefully it's successful.
Like Alice said, Thursdays and Sundays and yay!
But no swim meets.
So José dropped the album. What do you think about
What's the
Mike?
album?
The love.
The love word.
Yeah, so what do you think about Micha and José?
I think it was really cute. It was sweet. It was sincere. He's feeling something for him, and it just came out.
I thought maybe he was on some like love drug. 'Cause he's always smiling. Jose. He's always like,
I love him.
I love you.
Such a sweetheart.
oops, he's still smiling.
He's in love.
Yeah, he is.
He's on dopamine, so that's what happens when you're around someone you love. You smile.
Well, let's get into the sex scene.
Yes.
That was intense. That was interesting. I'll be honest, my thoughts on the writing on that, I know many trans men, and I felt like when he allowed him into his personal space, if you will,
Right.
he let him touch him like a woman, and he identifies as a man. And I know many trans men that don't want to be pleasured or penetrated in the fashion of a woman. So I just thought the writing was a little bit off for me.
I'm sure there are some exceptions.
Well, you had a different opinion.
Yeah, I think the fact that he told him he loved him, Jose said, I love you to Micha. I think Micah's opening up to his most intimate self, his most intimate part that he stated. He said, I've never done this before. And he chose Jose because they're building this bond, they're building this relationship, and he wanted to get closer with him. He didn't tell him he loved him, but he said, I want to try something with you. I want to see what it feels like. I want to experience it with you. And I think that's almost an honor, really.
Oh, it is. It was a beautiful scene of trust.
Yeah, I agree. It was
Intimacy,
very
yeah.
intimate. He's trying to gain his trust, and he's trying to really open up. I thought it was actually a really, yes, it was a sex scene, but it was a really beautiful part of their relationship building,
Totally.
So let's talk about my girlfriend right now, Dani.
No, she's not.
Is she yours?
Marie's got dibs.
We have the same taste. What's going
I
on?
don't know. Leo's.
So Dani and Sophie, we see a little bit of friction happening because Dani's father decides to present a prenup.
Prenup. Would you do it?
Oof. I'm trying to protect you because you might fall in love with Bette.
That's not why he did it. Would you do a prenup?
No, because I don't want to get married, but
There you go.
Ooh, nobody's dropping in your DM right now.
Or everyone is Robin. Yeah, it's interesting. I think at the end of the day, the father's trying to protect his daughter the best way he knows how. He's
protect from what? Like, it's so homophobic.
It was. It totally is. It's like he doesn't identify as their relationship being
Yeah.
a true relationship.
Which, brings us up to the point, again, when Bette said our love is not less than,
Yeah.
he does not see Dani and Sophie's love as the type of love that married people have. And that's sad.
And he's a corporate
very
dude.
sad.
He is a control freak. He grew up with just Dani, so he's going to control her. He's got a different bond with her, and he fails to see the relationship of her holding that love with somebody else.
Yeah, it's sad.
Like we saw him control the wedding or the wedding plans for that matter.
Right.
And now he's trying to control where the family money, the family investment's gonna go. And he just feels like if the baby's coming out of Sophie, no. But if the baby's coming out of Dani, And I'm not saying it's okay what he did, but he's seeing it from his lens only.
It's frustrating.
And I like the fact that, Dani went to him and tried to stop it, but I think she made a mistake from the start. I think as soon as you receive an envelope with a prenup that you don't even want to sign, you put it back in the envelope, you tuck it under your arm, and you go and drive to your dad's house and you figure your shit out as a family, just you and him. You don't bring that back into your personal relationship with your partner. She did that, and now Sophie's mad at her because, she's not opening up and Dani needs time to process. Like, from the start, you handle your shit, get it done, you let your dad know what's up, and then you save your partner the heartache of feeling less than, you know?
I think she was trying to be open with her partner to say, here is our issues. I'm being honest with you what my father's trying to do.
I get it.
I hope her father feels just a little bit of that absence.
Well, we'll see what happens, you know? She
was-
did tell him to
Oh,
off.
amazing. That was just so much power. Oh.
But, you know, I don't blame her for having to process. You know, Sophie was all over her and saying, you know, she's not opening up. And then she goes to a place to be quiet, her office, to process.
On to Dani and Bette now. Both of them decide.
Of course, Dani and Bette.
Right? Distraction. Let me go late into the office. And they bump into one another. And Dani's in tears. And then Bette, there's a whole other side to Bette that came out where it's like, what's wrong? I feel it. I'm empathizing. What's wrong? And then Dani's like, I had a fight with my father.
Yes. It was a beautiful scene. You can see Dani very vulnerable. It was kind of like a partner, like
She's falling in love?
No, like a business partner, like relationship kind of.
I think
so
there's
that was
going to
interesting.
be a trust forming and then maybe
Like a
some
mentor.
tension.
and
Mentor for sure.
Student, whatever. Yeah.
I think they're going to scissor soon.
I think it was just nice that Bette could see her own reflection in the struggles that Dani's going
True. Yes.
through right now with her
Yeah.
own father. And I just think she was really being a friend at that point. There was no scissor action.
No.
Yeah.
I do think they have an appreciation for each other, and they are on another level, as Bette said. You know, we've gone past professionalism now. We're connecting on another
Yep.
level. So, you know, let's take it for what it is and see where that goes.
I think some affection is going to happen, and it may throw Sophie
Really?
the wrong way.
but it might.
Oh.
Am I instigating something here?
Ha. Yes, you are.
So what do you guys think about Finley?
What do you think about Finley?
Oof. I don't know. I mean, I feel like she's a 18-year-old boy, but
So she's not somebody that you would bumble swipe?
probably not.
Thumbs down for that. No. You know, I feel a little bit bad for Finley in this. We saw that she's got some issues from her past. She was on the phone with her father. You know, no one told her about her sister getting married. It's kind of sad.
That was really sad.
You know, but she also pushes amazing people away. You know, she was with Rebecca, and that's gone now too. You know, so it's a little bit like you feel bad for her, but then she kind of deserves it. I don't know.
Yeah. And Rebecca's like, I need an equal. Go figure out your wounds.
She
Yeah.
definitely needs
She's actually
to...
a better friend to her.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
Right?
100%. Yeah,
Yep.
she definitely has to figure her shit out.
Yep.
Yeah, figure her shit out for
Yeah.
sure.
But then we saw Finley actually after, go figure your shit out. And then she gets on the phone and calls her dad. And then she gets literally just shut down by her dad.
That was
Yeah.
the saddest moment.
That was sad. That was
Yeah.
kind of like, wow, you've really been shut down by your family.
Yeah.
I'm excited to learn more about her past.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think a lot of people will be able to relate to it as
Yeah, for
well,
sure.
because you know, obviously there's something to do with not being accepted, which I think a lot of people watching the show can relate to. So it pulled at some heartstrings, but then she goes and fucks it up, and you know, she hooks up with Tess.
That was a get underneath. Get over someone by getting underneath someone for the both of them.
The saying
This
goes,
is so awkward. It was
But
just...
with Tess, good choice.
but yes, I agree. Tess is hot. Yeah,
She's so
I
hot.
agree.
just for me, it was just an awkward hookup.
Well,
Yeah.
I think the lesson here is that, you know, they're both alcoholics, and you know, Tess was sober for 2 years, and then here comes the situation with Shane and Lena. She's obviously upset, calls her sponsor, and now
Yep.
Finley is also in the same situation, upset, and then it's like a disaster with them together. They're drinking, you know. I don't think this is a relationship.
Yep.
I think it's a hookup.
Misery meets company, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Misery likes company for
Misery
sure.
likes company and a little bit of alcohol and a little bit of Finley. So something else that we observed is Angie is coming out. I'm coming out.
Ow! I
want
want
the
the world to know. Got to know. So we don't know if she's coming out.
But no, but Shane's like, so, do you like him?
Shane called her out. There's some sort of chemistry with her and Jordy,
Totally.
Yeah, for sure.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super cute, and she just said she likes her.
Shane observed it. You like her? She likes you. And she's like, yeah.
It's nice to get support from your Uncle
Yeah,
Shane.
Uncle Shane. Drunkle Shane.
But the other part we see at the end is Bette fiercely protect her daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that will go bad in the press because it looks like an aggressive
Definitely.
politician, if anything. And I don't think it's going to look good for her in her campaign.
But I'm proud of it. I would have done the same
Oh yeah.
exact thing.
You
See-
mess with me, you mess with my family, you mess with my friends, my kids, my cats, my dogs,
Yep.
you're dead.
I'm trying to protect you.
No, it will get messy with the media, but
Yeah.
I don't blame her one bit. You don't lay a hand on anybody.
And he
It's
came
not,
at her
and
drunk.
it's your kid.
Yeah.
Like,
But you know what that leaves room for? The media is going to kind of have to work with this and the PR and who's doing her PR.
Dani.
So it's a little another mess that Dani can clean up for Bette.
Well, Dani's good at cleaning up the mess and
yes.
building intimacy and rapport and
Yes.
trying to figure out when they're going to scissor.
So this is all leading up to your scissoring that you say. But no, we'll see what happens, and hopefully, you know, this doesn't ruin the campaign for Bette. And you know, Felicity may also play a role in this because she was upset with Bette.
Yep.
You know, Bette told her, she's like, I will not pick you. So
Drunk husband.
we'll see where
On
this
a
goes.
rampage. So Lenore got jealous that Marie is our third guest.
There's always room for Lenore.
We want to thank you, Marie, for coming hanging out with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
And check out her YouTube channel. It's Mighty Gagné. And we want to thank you guys for watching us. Hit the subscribe button by clicking the link in the bio or the subscribe button below. Lenore's getting a drinky poo.